Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about saxophone vibrato. If you don't know what vibrato is, it's the waviness in the sound that just projects a more musical quality, and then some of the things that does for you, not only does it make you sound prettier, doesn't make you play faster, it's not like PF Flyers, but it hides some small intonation issues that you might have with another person. If both of you are using vibrato, the wavelengths between the notes can kind of help you out and hide that a little bit. And so here's what it sounds like. And if you listen, you hear the smooth waves from everything. If you're a math person, that'd be a sine wave, I think. I don't know, we'll go with it. But the reason that we need vibrato, like I said, not only does it help with your tuning, but it's the characteristic sound of the saxophone, and it makes you sound a lot prettier. So you can take some pretty music without vibrato. And just by adding that one other thing, just add a whole level of musicality to it. And just one simple little thing can add a whole nother level to your musicianship. And so vibrato is done just using your jaw. So if you've ever played flute or oboe or bassoon, that's breath vibrato, where we make impulses with our air. Saxophone vibrato is not like that at all. You actually get kind of a wonky sound with that. And it's not smooth or even at all. And that's one of the nice things about saxophone playing, is it is a really smooth sound that people are gravitated toward. And so if you are anchored correctly in your saxophone, and what I mean by that is you have your mouthpiece up against your top teeth and your neck strap's tight enough, you're not hanging down here like this and making some other weird sound. So we don't want to rest on our bottom lip, then you'll be set up for vibrato. So we want to make sure we're anchored into our top teeth, so it's almost pushing our head up. But the way that we create that is by taking our chin and just saying yaw or you, going oh, and down there. And so that's what's called pitch bending. So we get this kind of sound with it. And if you're taking and you're watching the tuner when you do that, it actually takes your note from in tune and pulls you all the way flat and then back up into in tune. Now, for those of you guys starting it, we're doing the bending exercise to get to vibrato so that we build all these embouchure muscles right here. And so if you flex your embouchure, you'll feel these muscles there. And right now, they're just not quite strong enough for any of that. And so we're going to do these pitch bending exercises as a workout to get that. And so you'll just take your F concert scale, that D scale, and just go all the way up the scale. I would recommend doing that in a half note down and a half note back up. And you're going to notice that you might start at this kind of range, so you don't feel much of a bump, and then eventually you'll feel a big enough bump, and you'll be able to bend the note down a half step and a whole step, and then you'll also be able to use that same skill to make every note on the instrument play in tune, because most of your band directors have probably told you that D on the saxophone is sharp, and we actually will bend it slightly to play it in tune and take it from here. And just lowering it slightly brings it into tune. And so, and as you're doing this, as you're going up that concert F scale, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, and when you get to high C sharp, we're actually going to leave it almost open, but just put your middle finger down on your right hand to kind of give just a little bit more timbre control and help you have a little bit more pitch control. It's a good tuning fingering. And then when we play our palm D, we're going to do that same thing and keep that right middle finger down. And remember, when you're playing your palm keys, it's not hey, but you have to keep your fingers close, and so just think about pivoting your palm down onto the palm key, not pulling your hand all the way back and all the way off your instrument. And so again, we're going to go to quarter note equals 60, and we're going to do our bending exercise up our concert F scale together, two counts down and 2 counts back up in half notes. can go back down that scale if you want to, but I think just one time up the scale each day is going to be a really good exercise, and you might feel that your jaw's getting a little bit tired. And if that becomes something that's really simple for you, then what I would recommend doing next is what's called a stop bend, where you bend the pitch all the way down. And you stop your sound and then restart with the pitch bent all the way down and come back up. And then again, when you're bending, just play down until you lose the sound. And when you feel that you can't hold on to the sound anymore, that's where your threshold is for that day or that 2-day period or that week period, and then you'll expand and move up. So again, bending is the first step for vibrato. So if you want to be able to do this, you've got to spend the time lifting the weights and doing this. And that's going to help your tone, that's going to help your flexibility, that's going to help your tuning, and that's really going to help every aspect of your saxophone playing. So good luck. Do this every day for the next week or 3 or 4 or 10 or 20 or the rest of your life, and then look for the next video with the second step in exercise set 2. Have a great day.